Good. Grand rising to you guys. So here we go again. We're less than 2 weeks away from the tournament, the UMAN OG Fountain of Youth from Grandmaster Jerry Fast Feet Fontanus. This is Master Ty, and we'll be at the Fast Feet Dojo. And literally, it's Sunday morning, just after 10, just before 11. So we're a little behind, but we're doing a lot of work. We have the promotional package for sponsors. Next event is going to be March 28th, so less than 2 weeks. Then after that, we have another one that we're going to be promoting ASAP. That one, I'm going to make sure that we have more than enough time. From the one that's happening in 2 weeks, we're going to get more footage to be able to put the proper media package to get people involved, because this is way beyond just me. I want to make sure that this thing becomes huge. The people who really appreciate it, because they're not old men and old women, so to speak, at tournaments where there's nothing but kids, but literally you are the stars. Meantime, I'm also training for April 12th tournament in New Jersey where I won last year. I won it actually. The 3 times that I've won it. And I want to defend my title. Leading by example, losing fat, gaining muscle, that's the key. Fast feet forever is my goal. How long do you want your feet to be fast? Don't keep making excuses and saying, well, you know, we're old and, you know, whatever. We are old. No, you're out of shape. If your knee hurts, it's not because your knee is hurt. It's because your thighs are weak and your calves are weak and the muscles around your joints are weak. Same thing with your back. Don't listen to what the doctors say only. Because chiropractors are doctors too, and they say the opposite, right? So you need a combination of taking care of the inside, like I do with vitamins and minerals and peptides, and take care of the outside with what would be super patch in my case, which I have. How many do you have on Taylor? 3 patches? Yeah. We have Liberty, Victory, and Boost. Those 3 combined will give us the connection to the brain to be able to perform better. And you guys think it's a joke, but why end up kicking you in the face? For those who end up sparring, that is, competing. Most of you won't. Scared. You're not scared. You have to be scared. You're ready. 0, 5. Block the hand on the top, and I didn't go to the top. I went to the bottom. Over there. 4. You got there first. That's fine. That was what we were going to do. Exactly. Yeah, I'm going back. Over here, yeah. Almost fine. Fake kick and flips. Let's do it. out there. With the right hand, left hand normal. You get our arm that way. Side forward. That was a delayed long range hand. I'm thinking about it as an accident. Oh wait. That was weird. That was very weird. Yeah. That one had this one for a second. Yeah. It only worked once. That's all. There you go. Go right. Reverse, reverse. That's all. Good. But then once I start going, we'll shake your face with my hands. It's confusing. I'm not going to That's one. I barely got out of the way. I would have got before I here onto the line and move to the right. There I stood right in the pocket, and when I moved on this, normally I would have tried to run this one, go down. Next. Little right tap. I went 1, 2, 3. Down 4. I think you want 20. I try to drop the hand, drop it down, and jab it, and then go for it. So I went back again. Again, this way. 2, 3. That's one, 4. I scored multiple 2. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out. Okay, close it up. So that's good, great. It was right. That's 5. Yep. Round number 5. Starting now. So you see that, guys. I'm going to look at these as a decoy, but it also goes in as a kick. Yeah. I'm going to wait for me to warm up my groin muscle. And the hips. Even though it was actually just a decoy, that in itself makes a person think they're not going to throw the kick. But I'm warming up. While I'm warming up, I'm conditioning him to see the knee up. He doesn't know if it's a fake or when I'm going to throw it. As long as I keep him at a distance and not doing too consistent, because now he knows. Round 5. If you're watching that, I stay relaxed and my knees stiff. And I stop doing the punches, even though I'm not ready and I don't know how to reach. But by doing this, he's being decoyed, and then now I'm able to engage with the people. So I'm not ready, but I still do techniques. All right. Yeah, but you're ready. See, since I haven't been doing that, meaning I haven't really came down with a blitz, he crosses the legs while being too close, thinking he was too far. And I took advantage of that. That's because I haven't been doing it, so you're not aware of it. With normally I'm doing that a lot more. That was a rebound. I think it was so close. Yeah. Timing was perfect. That was absorbed. It just fell. So I squeezed. So there. This way. That's 4. 4. I barely touch it. That's why I did touch it. I just touch it. Could have been harder, guys. What we're trying to do here is wake up our proximity, our distance, our awareness Now, no excuse, guys. I'm on 5 hours sleep, and I didn't do any daytime kicks yet today. So I have to be smart, unlike before, when I pulled muscles. So you know that, be very patient before throwing any kicks. And when I throw them, I'm going to be in control of them so I don't hurt myself. I'm not trying to make heavy contact because neither one of us benefit from that. But I'm also consciously doing different techniques to make sure I wake up as many of the arsenal as possible in the middle of the so-called warm-up while sparring. Not an easy thing to do. I don't even recommend it, but that's what happens when you don't prepare. Should have done my lay-down kicks, but I didn't expect to get up. And I did. Say class, so I did it too. We got me also. So we were both caught on that cross. I'm like this. Saying, oh my God, I missed. I went here. He went that way. I'm like, and then I threw a punch. Yeah, he threw a punch. Now, most people wouldn't know it's trying to throw a punch because they were off balance. But each of us actually did. We fought for the rebound. That I've never done on him. Doing sort of this. I did a full blitz. And I went up. So I threw the bridge, which didn't, it wasn't too risky on him, just to get himself aware that he went this way, and I did the typical throw the back twist, and I hooked it. So I did the other side. So crazy. That's only two. Again, do that pace. Keep it at a distance. Keep it in the hands up. Shaking the babies. And I kept my hand on this. And I keep the hand up so you can't see the kick. You wouldn't expect that. Well, being mobile to throw my new fun toy in a Birdie Roundhouse. A twister. So there, I did another fake. A little bit of fake one. I jumped up and out. So you have to watch me. When I want to jump, you watch me. You have to while you reposition it. Normally people go here, and then I went and used that like I thought, diving board. So those are nice techniques. Again, haven't done that in a long time, so I didn't think how I would be well. That's sweet. I went to sweep, then go in deep enough. He scored with a side kick, and then he scored with a back fist. Perfect example. Sweep was forward, same leg I hit. He kicked me with it. Then he do a back fist, keep his front line, defense. Perfect combo. Outside. What I had to do was flank him while getting hit. He bailed out. Sometimes when in doubt, bail out. Get the 1-1. Just out hustling. Miss. Eventually hit. That's 4-1. Well, if I would have backed up a little bit, that kick would have blasted me. I'm still giving him the point. Even though his knee was slightly bent, still went above the belt. He didn't have that much space. He didn't lean back. He twisted tight. That's a beautiful kick. Beautiful kick. It wasn't over. Twice. That's fine. Yeah. It was a crash. Then I got it. That's the only reason. Wrong 6. It might be wrong 7, but who's counting? If I smother you, like a sound line, or offensive that way. Advancing with the front leg, and a stutter stop. 1-1. So it's like in your face type of thing. See, so there, I did the opposite. I did that little tap and he has no other choice but to be directed towards the foot. And I stopped it. Over here, So, again, a different type of decoy. I call it tap dance. The noise itself has to be recognized because the person has ears. So that's how you start. taking advantage of people's eyes and ears. I call this trigonometry, because the idea is that you don't want the person to have the mental edge on you. And then you want to sight them, sometimes by sound, sometimes by height, sometimes by speed, sometimes by decoy forward where you go to the side. There was one time where I could have took his glove off and disarmed me, but I'm not doing anything consistent, except for making sure that my body's at the range where I should be safe. But even with that, I got hit with a jumping, spinning back kick. Where he was short, he should have hit me low because he was close to me, and didn't lock the knee, but it was enough. And that, I don't think I've ever been hit with that in my entire life. And I've been fighting since 1976. So how was that? So in 50 years, coming soon, you're the first person ever that knows technique that just happened.
Wow.
Come on, this is just the truth.
And this one too.
Yeah.
That's one.
Thank you. Because now I got to be aware of that possibility. You know what? I'm wrong. I apologize. I did get hit like that one time, but it was in good company by Raymond Daniels.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I punched him in the jaw because he never locked his knee.
I didn't even know you fought.
Yeah, one time. I wasn't really ready, but he was phenomenal during that time anyway. I'm a fan. He's a good guy. Yeah, that's two. Yeah, so look what I did there. I put my hand up like this. I threw it up. First I kept it low, threw it up, and normally you would do the other hand, right? I just brought it right back and tapped the face. Same hand. Again, it makes it a little weird. So I never threw the left hand.
Yeah, everything fine. That's fine.
Now there, I like to try a kick where I went here, and I stepped in the angle, 9 o'clock, and do the kick towards 2 o'clock. You didn't try that. Look the one to the face. Perfect. He got it. He kept his distance. I made a mistake. In the middle of that, I purposely was going to do something, thinking. There he switched his legs. It was a perfect fake, but I was still thinking. Thinking and then distracted. And he hit me. Now, thinking, and thank God it wasn't a hard hit. When you're thinking in the middle of the match, you're at high risk of getting hurt because the general is in the bathroom, so to speak. Last time I did that, I got my jaw broken 40 years ago, this August. I had no idea. I purposely was trying to do something. You can't do that in the middle of the match. By the time you think to do it, it's too late. You have to do it, don't think. So that's the lesson there. And you see how easy it's going on me?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't mentally there. That doesn't take away from your combination, doesn't take away from your distance, doesn't take away from your shuffle. All those things were perfectly done. And then the end result was the actual, not just attempt, but success. Which you haven't done that in how long? Yeah. And this is the first time today, and that's like your bread and butter. But you flavored it, seasoned it.
That's fine.
Really good. And then I had to eat it. Wonderful. His two techniques were moving wonderful. I was stalking him. He was moving and striking. 9 out of 10 times he would have hit either me or anybody else. Then finally towards the end, I did a slow, light, broken rhythm punch, which is my intention today. I'm just trying to make sure that I touch the target. Because normally I would bang the body a lot harder. And I don't want to stay in the pocket heavy. I'm trying to stay light. So I'd rather just touch and go. You know, as long as he acknowledges it, because I do touch him. Of course, if I put a little more emphasis on it, that means it won't be as fast. But I'm just playing a touch and go game, which is to increase your fast twitching muscles while still being aware of the distance. I mean, look at my techniques. I throw and you throw, and that has to change. And then a little slow reverse punch to the body was what became the actual score, point that scored. Round number 8. That was weird. You know what I did? No. Okay, so I want to spank you towards 12, but by going to 9, put my hand out. I did that. So then I put my right toe to my right hip front, throw the punch towards you on an angle, or step. And then my hand came back. My right leg to the front, my left back on this way, high. And then I step again, and I do the right way. So I end up touching the high one, slightly, I'll make head twist, and attack to the body. And normally it would have been boom, boom. But I'm going to my speed and control. While still doing angles. On the other side. Yeah. Now there, another weird way. I never do the right, I never do the hand. I went fake reverse punch, backward at a distance, reverse punch, reverse punch. So this is this phase movement, this continuous movement. Normally I try to drive to this, but I cut it short on purpose to throw the reverse. Now he tried to throw a punch, but I'm on the side of him, then another little reverse. Not heavy, but could be heavy, based on where I was at.
Yes. I don't really like it.
Yeah, it's like a sniper.
That's not five.
No, with the UMAN. So this is 2 points on me. No point. No point. You want to shot. I don't need for that. Another one. If I hit you to the body and you block it, please don't give a point. Please don't give a point. It has to be open. Remember, you're my judge, and I need another judge to let me know exactly when I'm doing a flexible technique. Not an almost one. Even if it's not you. But you know why there's not a point. I'm not trying to go hard. I'm just trying to, now look what I did there. I went back, like a shuffle, I went back, like a shuffle, I went back, and blitz, but not heavily or hard. Slow and precise. When my feet are out of work. That's great. I hope you're going on beautiful, guys. But see, just over the shoulder, and I lean. Now, if I were to go like this, after the hook kick, pow! That roundhouse would have kicked me right to the face. Please understand, guys. Master Thai literally is the person that's kicked me in the face more than anybody. And that one right there would have been 2 kicks to the face for the average person. See, if I don't keep my distance in the market, what happens is that when people see a weapon coming at them, they sometimes rush into it. Try to be patient, let it miss. You know? And then I use the outside. See, I was committed to waiting for the opportune time, making believe like I have just limited weapons, and I want to make sure that I utilize them when there's a real opening. But even moving out like this, if you see a Muay Thai, they do that with a guy, person just leans all the way back.
Yeah, that's too much, right?
Yeah. No, they do it because of the wrong kick. So if somebody's throwing a wrong back kick, that suffices that they go like this, that kick still hits them. So it depends. You might have to lean to the right, lean to the left, so just bobbing with it. Pull back or pull back further. But when you pull back further, you might want to have your feet in the right position. We can take advantage of twist or what have you. So the body positioning, absolutely, can be deceptive, but the foot is what creates the footwork or the pivot or the angles. I mean, that was beautiful. There's no reason why I didn't win, except I was committed to just staying my distance. Otherwise, I would have went, hook you, miss, yeah, pow. Oh, man. Good circle. Just over my shoulder. Complete kick. Scores 2-0, 1 time out. Yeah. Now we see that little hook. I finally grew like a swing kick towards the head. So you say, oh, wait a minute, that was kind of high. Then I went and kicked to the bottom. Around the chin. So that's another technique where I stay high with a hook, kick this time, or swing kick, drop it down, and then explode it to the bottom. A little different, yeah. Okay, you got the point. I do the axe kick at the decoy, then I was too slow to do a roundhouse kick and came up away from my left leg towards my chest for the backwards. Yeah, perfect. And control too, not almost out. Again, this is the second time I actually went 1, he blocked it, put it back, and then 2 while going forward. I never do a 3, I never do a 4. You was open here. Was normally I would do that. But I have. So that won't work. Only because you told me to take me that far. Yeah. Now let me explain it. I do the roundhouse kick high enough towards the base, and I kept my hand in favor. So when I do the back twist, I hit behind it, and the arm itself blocks the backwards. That was for the goal spot. You went for the third counter. This way. I kick this way. And then I went. Just block you up behind you. again, I did a side kick to the body, was moving them back. I did a hook kick to the head, which missed. Then when it came down, I threw an inverted roundhouse kick at a distance. So, and they were all done with the right leg. Again, not a combination I've ever done in my life. That's why, to me, it's so important. I'm gonna give you guys a secret and a hint. For those of you who like to do drills, who I'm not a big fan of, I am a fan of maybe blitzing drills, or just to get the speed going, the left-right drill, just to get their body alert and awake. Because to me, sport karate, what I call it sniper fighting, back in the days, before 1987, everybody used to have a different technique. That was their bread and butter. So every time you spar with somebody, they were different. Where when you do drills, let's say we all do 5 drills. That means that what we have is really 5 pretty much techniques that we practice. And if it's the same ones, the matches look about the same. Because everything is based on distance and speed. So they are fast. But the minute you break their rhythm, change foot positions, go on an angle, different from what they used to. Because remember, they practice the same exact thing. This is what they do. They go 1, 2, 1, 2, switch, 1, 2. This is what they're practicing. Well, if you do it and I do it, we can detect that. So the only way for you to be confused is for me to do something different. So again, those of you who see us do a technique, if you want to do drills, take what's scored and practice just that. In this case, side kick, hook kick, twister kick. You can do that, but I suggest do it from both sides. So you can come up with a whole bunch of drills from the sequence of events that were successful, which means that these drills now have credibility in the real world of being effective.
That's fine.
Like a sniper.
Like a sniper. Ben. I like a sniper.
So let me explain what I did here, guys. I purposely control the pace of the match. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take the match and keep the same speed, but pull back on the intensity of the actual strike and focus more on control. Still making a target, still hitting, still setting up, but because it's only 80% in terms of the power, you don't have to worry about recuperating. You know, because when I hit you sometimes, when you hit me, it's like, man, that shit hurts. So if you notice, because of that, we have more oxygen.
That's fun.
See how you feel better now?
Yeah.
We're going fast, heart rate a little move. I mean, I shouldn't say fast, intense. It's still confusing, it's still psychologically, you know, but it's more like in the recap.
That's fun.
1%. Then reverse, fake, hit. So that time I was here, the kick was coming, instead of going back, the side or up, I went over the shoulder. Okay, there. I just hit the wall. I would have hit the wall. If I'm here, ain't doing that there. Now I'm going to do is lock it. I'll run it. And we put it in the walls here. He got the man behind him. I was caught. Hold on. Still probably. Well, being on this, while they were swimming. You didn't see me, right? No. Okay, but you just came out over there. All you have to do is one time now. Yeah. That's it. Three. This one. See when there, the stepping, watch. I think towards 3 o'clock, towards 12 o'clock. I went towards 2 o'clock. I went towards 11 o'clock. Zigzag while doing 2 reversals to the bottom. The stepping was intense when the punches was control. So we didn't lack the speed, but we got it. So I think normally it would be boom, boom. Why am I not doing that? Let me explain. I already have what I would consider enough confidence in the power. However, by doing it like this, I'm going to have more power. Because speed and weight equals power. And I'm controlling it. So I'm working on my fast twitching muscles. Right? For controlling. Instead of bam. And it also makes it where we can last longer. Yeah. A little less intensity. But you see how the speed was still. Yeah. So it doesn't lack the speed. But it increases the control. I like it. No, not that. Who walked on one side? Now there, it only hit that hard because he went towards it. If you notice, for that through the kick to the body, which was close, but no cigar. Good, we don't smoke. He went to the right, which he's been doing that quite a bit. So this time I said, you know what? Let me throw the kick where he's gonna go. So if you want to get technical, if the clock is on the floor, I kick with a roundhouse kick towards 12 o'clock. And then as soon as it was coming down, I tapped the floor, just tapped it, and went back up towards 10 or 11 o'clock. And that's the reason how, and for what it was worth, that's part of the hardest blow of the day. And because it hit you behind your head when you didn't see it. Did you anticipate it? No. See, you ran into it like this. Well, why would you anticipate it if we have not done that at all today? Every time you're going this way, I maybe scored, or you got away, you scored, but you didn't run into a kick to the head. Like, how could that be? Right. We're going to go to the videotape and watch it. We're not sure what happened. That's fun. So let's take it there. Yeah. Instead of that, we're going to have to go out today. What's this, 12, 11? That was 5, right? I think that's 5. I'm 11. Now I'm keeping my hand, I went from here to here. Now he's distracted because I never do that. And then normally I would do that. So in other words, I take here for the distance, and I take here for the height. So he can't help but be distracted by my hand. So then we move, might be. If I attempt that again, he's gonna crack my ribs. Because when I go like that, he's gonna hit me. If I do it another time.
Yeah.
The body be like,
Might catch a little bit more awareness.
but again, the idea, guys, is to catch the person when they're not ready. Psych them. It wasn't intense if you look at it. It was pretty passive. Boxers do that all the time, like this. And they put the right hand. You know, they go like this and just swat away. So that front hand is something that can be used as a decoy or an actual move. You can move the person's hand too. I think, did I get you too? That means no. I think I hit him right after. Now, again, my mistake there was that I was at like level number 8, and he picked up to like level number 9. So I made a mistake in terms of intensity, and I was too close. I was close enough if he wasn't going to explode. So if he did explode, that's when I made a mistake. I was on a bicycle, he got on a motorcycle. Well, his bicycle has the ability to have a motorcycle. That's still the hook punch. Yeah, the lead. It was the lead. See, like even there, I added a little bit more to the body, but it still wasn't what he was in the wall. Boom!
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
In other words, I still ran, but it wasn't with it. Now, one time today, have you been slammed to the wall? Because I pulled back on the technique. It's still complete, with more control. Even to the bottom. See, I know you heard the gym there, but you wasn't sure. Did he score me or not? Yeah. I don't think I did. But I can use this one to be fair. On the head face kick. Like you got stuck there afterwards.
Yeah, it's been true, but I wasn't sure.
So, to me, I don't know if I hit him, he wasn't sure. But as a follow-up, I still want to, survive. But he didn't turn around. No. Even there, a phenomenal amount of good blocks and movement. He was literally on the ropes. When I got him off the rope, I went, go this way. And even there, a bunch of techniques with him. If I put emphasis on this as a kidney shot, that was drawn out by you block everything doing the twist on. Because your hand goes up. Now one time you do this. It was that was dope. I just stayed in the pocket that time. But again, a whole bunch of techniques All the way. Right?
Yeah.
All the way. And I do the left, I do the left. Just adjust it.
That's fine.
That's two.
Yes.
Look at that, right? Three. Four.
Yeah.
I committed myself to the next four exchanges were going to be backwards. So I camouflage them. Why? That's not my technique. Meaning, I don't use the user that. So there's the version of it. Defensive offensive, double, blitz, 9-9. If you rewind it, see, this is where you guys have to realize that this here really is a study video. Anytime you see something that's effective, I would suggest you pause it, rewind it, clarify what the combination was, jot it down. If you take each of those techniques and you drill just 10 times, let's say 10 different techniques in a sequence, then your body will be awake to options. Make sure they have kicks and punches, both on the left side, right side, front hand, rear hand. Like for example, I don't think Master Ty used his right hand today. So if he was in the checklist going from one technique to the next, the right hand reverse might have been one of the points, the right hand backwards might have been one of the points in terms of when you practice to be awakened. So let's say today there might have been 30 different techniques. Yes, the kicks and the punches are the meats and the potatoes, and you only have 4 limbs. But the way you use them, like he's going on with a jumping back kick, I hit him with a roundhouse to the head, he threw a hook kick roundhouse. All these techniques by themselves are pretty phenomenal. But when they're done being effective, man, then you should use that. Okay. Was it on 12?
Yeah.
Oh, 13. Yeah, I'm going to show.
Yeah. Well,
Let's say it's 12.
yeah. 12.
You guys couldn't see that there. I didn't throw anything. I went and then just a little backwards. Sometimes, again, that's part of the strike too. I couldn't do it. In my mind, I threw it. But then I would have missed it. Like the apple, you jump back, you covered yourself. If I would have done it, I would have just hit on. In other words, I would have wasted bullets. So he jumped, and just before he ran, I just stabbed him. That's true. Sorry. I did this on the first time, right? On the spot. So I took a punch like this. As a decoy, he lifted his arm. I grabbed his arm, punched him to the body, and I did a second one because of the show you. Yeah, so I took his weapon. Now I could have took the weapon and hurt it. I could have done that if I would have went deeper to the joint. I could have took the weapon and disarmed them. I could have went this. Threw the punch in reverse. But I didn't. I held it, neutralized it, and I did the second one control still. Yeah. But for the purpose of letting you know that I had it on. Yeah, that's how it's actually. That's great. This one, huh? A whole bunch of stuff happened there. I think that you know the switch sides. No, there was a lot of dribbling. I dribbled, he dribbled, a little layup. No, finger roll. So from all that,
Finger roll.
right?
Yeah.
I crossed over, he crossed over. We dropped and dribbled, just shake and bake. All along while his back was in the corner. Then when I went this way, I let him out, and I met him with a finger roll. So it doesn't have to be banging. It could be finesse, like a sniper. So, let's go to the back. I really do think they will be quick.
Yeah.
10 to 15 miles, we have nothing to do. Look how easy it is.
Yeah.
And you want to slow it down. But that doesn't matter. I got liberty, boost, and no excuses.
Did you take that over there?
No. Point. Oh, he was outside. And I'm still getting the point. Even though I caught it, he still went 1-2. Testing 1-2. So I got to give it to him, even though he was outside. For future reference, if you support a leg outside,
Like you said, the rules.
in the rules, and he kicks, there's no point. However, just like in the tournament, I can override the judges and give him the point. You understand? Because I was just too freaking good. If we would have done one kick, it would have been fine. I thought I blocked it. But the second one definitely got in. Well, hey, I didn't see that. It was beautiful. I'm glad this was a good angle for it. It's smooth. I think you see it. Well, I got hit once. I hit him, and he hit me again. Regardless, he wasn't ready, and he still hit me twice. Point. Beautiful. Outside, one way. bounce. I went slow like this. Again, I did a different start to him. But he was intense, so he wasn't used to that. The front hand was intense, but I was low.
Yeah, going up.
Yeah, so I kept, while going forward, I went 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but with my hand. But at a distance, make sure. I'll get hit so that I'm still moving. It's a distracting, just enough.
Yeah.
15?
Yeah.
Outside. Now the circle, axe, backwards. Again, intense, but not heavy. You can never expect that. I haven't done it. I'll take the outside road. Okay, there, that's wrong with you. I'm waiting. Over here. So I use the decoy and put it back. Decoy, put it back. And then throw it out. Throw it out. So you got something?
Yeah.
No going. I'll take the ball in, that's my stop. 2-0. You know what that was? You know what it was? Yeah, but like this, watch. More like a front kick. Well, this is, I want to how can you expect that? Three. Next. Follow up on it, but I don't like that. He looked away. But it was perfect in this sense. To the backwards, shut down my foot, to the hook punch. And we want this. So you have to have your weapon. Perfect. But still with the left hand. So you don't move. anticipated. If I go towards his foot, he's gonna pick it up and hit me with it. And he would have. That's what you love. Continue the energy. Follow them intense, but then hit hard. Go to the fast side. 4-2. No, the first one was on the glove. First one on the glove, second one on the chest. It's because, well, he made a combination, he followed up. He's just real good. I was playing like a good one. The score 4-3. Sorry. That was the only one I was really heavy. I was 40. And number 5. So let me explain. Over here, I got caught with a double roundhouse kick, which was great. Instead of before the kick, following up. Because what I wanted to do, and I didn't do, again, with intentions, I wanted to get you out. Because you already had 2 times out. I wanted the last point to be with you going out. But you wasn't going out. So you do the right hook to get me. I hit my glove. So you saw that. And then you do the right hook kick. And I banged my chest. And this right here catches me. There, it hit a little harder. You know why? I was falling. So I got falling. It's hard to catch it. Why am I falling? I'm going to get hit this way. So I went, and I was falling, so I got it. Yeah, I was almost behind you. Yeah. Now, if you wouldn't have moved up, it would have touched you. But you was coming in also to try to get me. So it was like, But that was a wonderful, when I think about it, we did about 15 rounds of take. I think it was more than that. But towards the end, I threw a jumping spin hook, you threw a spin hook. I threw a 360 spin hook, wasn't that good, but I just threw it. I did a several axe kick into a counter, and that was pretty fast.
Yeah.
You know, I threw a blitzing front kick that came like a leg raise.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Came like a leg raise from the bottom. There were a variety of techniques that were just phenomenal. 2 times he missed me by so close with the kicks. Overall, guys, again, if you watch every one of these techniques, if you see the technique, see, don't assume, oh, that was just a punch, or that was just a kick. Again, guys, those are just the tools. Now, with tools, you got to pick the right one. Sometimes people use a screwdriver when they should use a hammer. So that means they get screwed. Sometimes they want to use what you would consider a rolling pin for paint, when what they really need is a chisel. Sometimes they bring this jackhammer, and all they really need is a brush. So being able to pick the right tool is important. then you understand the distance. If you're painting, you might use a brush. You might use a roller. Then you might need some painting tape. Then you got to decide, do you want it to be oil-based, water-based, satin, etc. So those are all options. See, everyone kicks, everyone punches. When and how you set it up. The best part of today's workout to me was the fact that we were controlling the intensity of the power of the technique without sacrificing the intensity. So it went almost like to a stop, like a sniper. Almost like old school sport karate, where you wasn't allowed to wear equipment, but you couldn't make contact to the head either. So you had to learn how to distance yourself. So because of that, I'm able to do things like this. Hit, gotta touch.
Still be effective.
Yeah, so the idea is to understanding your distance, making sure your weapons are able to go from a variety of proximities. Think about a sniper. A sniper, depending on the distance, he or she uses different tools. Depending on the wind, depending on the height. A sniper is an assassin. So if that assassin has you as a mark, he or she might be creative and use a mustache, an accent, and serve you some poison in a restaurant. And you might even give them a tip. They still killed you, but look at the range of weapons. They can use a knife, a blow dart, or they can have you fall into traps by putting them throughout the terrain, such as in times where the floor is slippery on one side or wet, I don't want to be there. So understanding the terrain, like in the art of war. So you get the high ground, low ground, flank left, flank right, or just come right to the front door by being non-intimidating and using a disguise. Yeah, and then you can even create what I would consider my favorite, the Trojan horse, where you infiltrate the city, wait until everyone's asleep, annihilate them. That's the highest level of what would be physical combat. But then after a while, you're doing this persistently for years. Guys, I must say this, that might sound a little out of line, but it's what I believe to be the truth based on what feedback I've gotten. I intimidated a lot of people just by my presence at a tournament. So there was times where people said that there was some guy talking a big game, accused him of kick some butt, and this is back in the 80s. And I would show up, he said that that same guy would turn around and just become sick automatically or injured and not even compete. And I heard things like that, and I thought that they were joking until some people clarified it. And there was other times where I got into a division and they went in, all of a sudden it got too heavy or light. In other words, they did get near me out the ring. Then there was another time where you would line people up next to each other, and I would be standing there alone because no one wanted to fight with me. So all those things come with a double-edged sword. Advantage there is that your reputation precedes you, but then you also create a lot of jealousy and envious. So a lot of times, there's another time too where I hit the person just with one technique and they've quit on me. I've had that too. If someone envies me, to me is a compliment. If someone is jealous of me, again, another compliment. Haters motivate me. I'm not mad at them. To be honest, when it comes to promoting a tournament, I had so many haters there, but they still came and paid. Where those who are on your side don't show up, or if they do, they want you to hook them up. And then they try to call that support. You can never make everyone happy. But then you got people like Senpai Rodriguez, Master Ty, Shion Mimi. Not the only ones, guys. I'm just going to mention those three. Otherwise, I'll be here for a little while. And they not only come, appreciate, but they actually also donate or participate in more ways than one. So, to those people, or who are showing me any form of energy, thank you. Including all you that just don't like me. That's my job, to make sure that you entertain for the day. God bless. Best wishes. I'm Grandmaster Jerry Fancy Fontanes, and this is Master Time. AB, see ya at the tippity top. And you don't stop.
28.
Thank you.
Let's go.